All right, we're down here at my little test ground. I'll do another demo of this one here in a minute, but I'm just going to talk about what I'm doing for a second. I got a bunch of lures, big lures. Some of them I've kind of done a little thing on before, some of them I haven't. So I just thought I'd lump it all together in one little thing. But I bought a couple of glide baits to try out. Got them in. Really impressed with the action. After I catch me a couple of good fish on them and get them on video and show the picture, get the pictures, I'm gonna make a little post on eBay or on YouTube. It's probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but I ain't one of these people that thinks it's necessary. Matter of fact, I know it's not necessary to spend a stupid amount of money on a lure. It's just, my God. I mean, I did a search on eBay last night on glide baits and swim baits, put in $200 as a minimum, and got by like 30 results. Some of them were $500. One of them was, you know, I found one that was almost $1,000. I can't believe people are so gullible if they think that those lures are better than that you got to have one of those lures to catch fish. It ain't so. But I mean, you know, somebody appreciates people being that gullible, and if I piss some people off, I don't care. Facts are the facts. You know, you can dispute the facts if you want to, but you know, you got guys out there making them and getting guys to promote them, and you know, you see somebody catch some giant fish on them, or what's worse is usually what you see is a giant fish with a lure in its mouth. You rarely get to see the video. You do once in a while, but more often than not, it's just a picture of a big fish with a lure hanging in its mouth. I know of a lure maker in the area that got his hands on a giant bass that he didn't even catch. It wasn't taken by what would be called legal means, but yet he hung one of his big baits in its mouth and passed it off as catching it. That's low, it's fraud, it's fake, it's cheating, it's dishonest, it's unscrupulous, whatever adjective you want to use. It's just flat ass sorry. But it's the kind of crap that goes on in the fishing industry. You know, people do anything to make some money. That's like the guy in California that everybody for years thought he was the second coming of big bass catchers. Come to find out he was cheating, snagging, all kinds of crap. You know, there's a lot of that goes on. But mostly, you know, I don't, like I said, I've said it before, I don't know why these people that want you to buy their baits can't put out a cast to catch video of them catching fish on their lures. Not just a picture of them holding the fish with the lure hanging in its mouth. You know, if you got the money to buy those high dollar lures, you got the money to buy a GoPro and do it, just like I'm doing right now. I've caught 39 fish this year over 5 pounds. Every one of them's on video. I just stick the video up, you know, I put the camera up, start it running, and go. So if I can do it, they can do it. And I'm thinking the reason they don't do it is because half the time it didn't friggin' happen. So anyway, that's just my rant. Like I said, if I piss some people off, the people I pissed off are probably the ones guilty of this crap, which is the people I'm targeting. Anyway, that's my rant. I'll put all this together and with the little demos and stuff after a while. This is a bullnose shad, not to be confused with some of its ridiculously higher priced ones that are similar. I got less than 10 bucks in this lure, and I caught a 9-10, that's 9 pounds 10 ounces, and a 7.2 on it the same day. Like I said, I got less than 10 bucks in it. I don't know how good the camera's picking that up, but it came unpainted. I put my crappy paint job on it. down here is this little lake by the water supply, by the gas department in Cartersville, and they put this stuff to preserve the banking. They put it down there. It's almost like gill nets on the bottom of this thing. I guess when they sodded it or put grass on it to keep the bank from eroding. But I got to be careful. I get this lure hung in it. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, less than 10 bucks. Caught some big ones on it. I think probably most people know what this is. It's a cast OG, 40 gram, weighs 1.6 ounces. I bought it a couple of years ago. Just really never got in a situation where I felt like it would be the best thing for the situation. I have no doubt there's places it'll work. I'm gonna try to make it a point to give it more more work time this spring, early summer. But it's got crazy action. You just throw it out there and rip it. Makes that bubble trail. It's pretty cool. Like I say, the fact that it doesn't have a lip, but it dives when you jerk it, that's kind of cool. Whoops, I didn't go where I wanted to go. That's pretty cool. Just another tool in the tool bag. Alright, this is the big 10-inch finesse thing, kind of like a big giant fluke. Got a 12-aught beast hook in it. Let me get it rigged up a little rightwards. Alright, now we're going to see what this, show you how that thing looks. Nothing fantastic, just like a big heavy fluke. But no reason it won't attract a big old fish. Something big will eat that. Again, 10-inch finesse. Yeah, no reason why that can't get clobbered. All right, we're going to try this 9-inch grandma, see how she does. Oh God, look at that. Holy moly, look at that. That's got some action. Oh my goodness. That's gonna get killed. Woo-hoo. Oh yeah, that's awesome. about wake it too. Good Lord, look at that. That's bad news. That's bad news. They'll get killed. All right, this thing is called, it's a head knocker. It's a little swimmy type bait, and it's got like this concave lip that goes on the front of it. It's kind of a topwater deal. So let's show you what it looks like. Slow it down and it'll do like that. I guess you can speed it up. It'll just do a little skitter. I like it. Kind of like a jitterbug, just doesn't make as much noise. But wow. Shimmy and shake. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Again, that's called a head knocker. And then again, this is calm, 8 inches long. I put my crappy paint job on it because I didn't like the crappy paint job that was on it. The orange belly was like that. I just got that god-awful green off the back, put a silver, some glitter on it, and it's caught about almost 30 fish over 5 pounds this year so far. So paint job seems to have worked. What I like about Kong is you can wake it. Or it'll dive. It doesn't get down but a couple of feet deep, but they will come up to the top and get it. Like I say, it'll dive. Clear water, it won't dive so deep that you can't see it. I mean, that you lose track of it. So it doesn't dive deep at all. But I've watched numerous big ones swim up and eat it right there under my feet. So, an oldie but a goodie. 2.3 ounces, 8 inches long. The bill is kind of fragile, so if you ever buy one, don't be setting the hook on rocks or stumps because they'll break that lip off. Then you're screwed. But anyway, King Kong. Discontinued for, I think, I really did some checking and I think it's like 16 years it's been discontinued. But I've caught, I don't know, 70, 80 fish over 5 pounds on it. Biggest one weighed 9.7. But I caught 3 over 8 on it this year. This is the Missile Baits monster jig rather. I put a 6-inch Shadowlicious on it. I also made a chatterbait out of it. That was my always complaint about chatterbaits is you couldn't get them down deep if you wind them fast. Just by virtue of the way they're constructed with that blade, they just come back up to the top. I wanted them deeper. Deeper is the whole concept behind my big heavy spinner baits. I can get them down where these little 1/4, 3/8, half-ounce spinner baits don't work. The big 2 1/4 ounce spinner bait, I can throw it out. I can cast it a mile because I throw it on 65-pound braid. It'll get down comfortably 6, 7, 8, 10. You can fish it 10, 15 feet deep if you want to, but you can reel it fast and it will stay down there, which will trigger those big strikes because that's something they've never seen. But anyway, so I put the chatterbait blade on this. This is the 1.5 ounce. This is the 1.5 ounce monster jig. So that the weight's going to keep it down even with a chatterbait blade on it. So yeah, it works. You can feel that blade just a thumping. You can see the tail of that shadowlicious working. Get this thing down as deep as I want to get it and reel it fast. I really haven't had the opportunity to use it like I want to. The only thing is sometimes that blade will kick in and work, sometimes it won't. I think the blade is really too small, but I can't find a bigger one. But after you stop it and start it a couple of times, you feel that blade kick in. I think it would probably be deadly either way. But the blade's not working right now. It didn't kick in and work that entire cast. Don't know why. It was working that time. The fact that it's intermittent might be a good thing. I don't know. Like I say, this is in the experimental stages. I have a couple of places I want to try it. I've tried it a little bit this year, but just where I've been using it, it's just a little too shallow for this. This is the Savage snake, 12 inches long, just weighs less than 2 ounces, like 1.8 ounces. I showed this on the first live well, before it was a live well, back in June, I think, July 2021. I was on one in June, another one in July, but I showed this. I did a little video of it once before, a little demo, but thought I'd do it again while I'm sitting here. This thing looks more like a snake than a snake. When you start winding it slow, it really, I mean, that looks just exactly like a freaking snake. You wind it fast. It's got 2 line ties, one right under the bill and one on the nose. But look at that. I mean, my God, that's just crazy. Anyway, that's the snake.